today has really been a very impactful one. Going through, when we share our experiences like this, what it does is it has a way of giving somebody the nudge to do better, and then it is another way of reminding. Sometimes it reminds us for good, like the things we've been through, like listening to. I think everybody's story I've listened to in this today's platform, it has really steered me up, and it is even pushing me, like in a way it is pushing me to share my own experience, like the things I've been through when it comes to expectation, like what I expect of myself, what I in my life, that I was in a particular place, and I actually went there with the mindset that I want to go step away from home, far away from home. I want to make life happen for myself. And I was really determined to do what I wanted to do. And I was on the right path. That's the truth, because what I was doing was actually a honorable work. But it got to a point where I was working, I had finished school, I had done all I needed to do, I had done NYSC and all of that. So it got to a point where everything started, like everything was life was just turning upside down. Everything was turning upside down for me. Sometimes I would stay, no money, no food to eat. Like I was really deserted. Like I was just feeling like there are people around me. You know, this kind of situation where you have people around you, but you are still feeling lonely. That was the situation where I found myself. I was in a place. Sometimes I would sit down, I would be helpless. I was still going to work, I was doing the things I was doing, but there was this sense of emptiness. No money, nobody could, like it was like nobody could understood what I was going through. Like everything felt lonely, everything felt dark for me that period. And I remember I reached out to some persons, and everybody I reached out to, it was as if the people that I thought I reached out to, they were not willing to even hear me out. Like I'll call some people, they'll be like, I'll get back to you, I'll get back to you. Let's talk in the evening. Maybe in the evening I'll be trying to call them. So it took me a lot of time, because I'm somebody that there's a way, if I don't trust you in a way, I'll not be able to commit some information about myself to you. So, and the people I felt I could trust, when I try to bring up the conversation, they'll be like, okay, maybe we'll get, Kai, this is not a proper time, we'll get a good time. So, when I got that response, those responses, it even made me more depressed. And I told myself, I was like, this thing, you are going through this thing alone. Oh. Now, what I was going through was not just financial per se. I was going through this state of, I was I was feeling lonely with myself, like I was losing myself. And I was even losing my health that period. I was losing my health because my mind, if you tell me something, I will just easily forget. I will just easily forget. And I remember I'll be asking, sometimes I'll go to the internet, I'll be browsing and asking, what makes people forget, young people, what happened? Some of the pages I saw, they'll be like maybe accidents, maybe trauma. I was like, I didn't pass through all this thing, but why am I feeling the way I was feeling that period? So it was really a tough one. I remember one of the days, my my old mom called me. Just like that, she called me. She was like, "How am I?" And I said, "I'm fine. I'm doing well. I'm good." She now made a comment after we had the conversation. She now said, we just greeted normal, like, because I didn't tell her anything. I didn't tell her what I was going through. She now said, she wants to tell me something, that if life is hard for me, I can still come back home. In my head, I was like, oh, who tell this woman? I was asking myself, I didn't show any sign of
It's a
anything.
murder.
What made her say that kind of thing? She was like, I should come back home, that home will not reject me no matter what.
Hmm.
And this was not me running away from home, but this was just me trying to be a man, like trying to do things my own way and all of that. And I didn't grow up in an environment where there were restrictions. But I just wanted to explore life. Like I wanted to do things my own way. Now, when she said that thing, Kai, I was touched that period, and I was like, maybe I should just go home. If I stay home, I may get better or something. But another thought now came to my mind. You can handle this thing. God will help you. And I remember that period I was praying on many intervals. I was even fasting because it was really a challenging one. I didn't know whether it was just spiritual or it was medical or it was even psychological. You know, I was going through those moments. I was going through those moments, and I had people like I had two people that were staying under me. Like I had two people that me I was squatting them in my house. And those guys, it was so funny that they didn't even care, like they were dependent on
They
me.
didn't notice.
And I would not be like, God, is it that me you brought me to this world to be suffering or something? See me, I'm going through what I'm going through. These guys will tell me that they have this issue, they have this problem, they have this problem. And one of the most dangerous thing I discovered while that season was going on in my life was there's no season as bad in a man's life or a woman's life like a season where you cannot confide in the people around you. Like if you ask me, like now that I'm sharing this, if you ask me what happened that period, I didn't know. But I just know that I was not stable. I was not mentally stable. I was not spiritually stable. I was not psychologically stable. But I was living life. I was doing normal things that people were doing. It was not like I was bedridden. No. I was still going to work. I was going out to do other things. But man, life was really tough.